Hi, everyone. My name is Ryan Ank with Servio Capital. I'm the co-developer of Karib Seaside. And I want to show you real quick in just a very short video how investors are making between a $500,000 and $1 million buying beachfront condos, pre-construction, and more importantly, how you can position yourself to do the same starting today. Just a little bit about me. I'm the husband and father of 5 boys. I'm the CEO of Servio Capital, close to $1 billion in assets under management. We specialize in condo hotels, resorts, and apartments. Fun fact, I produced and hosted the HG TV show, if you watch that, Cabin Wars, and I'm co-developing Karib Seaside, what will be the most luxurious condo in Orange Beach. I'm co-developing it with Larry and Judy Wireman. If you're familiar with Orange Beach, you're familiar with the Turquoise, one of the nicest condos, most luxurious condos in Orange Beach, as well as the Karib on the other side of the pass, both receiving top rankings on the best resorts in the area. And we're bringing the same quality and luxury finishes as both of these types of projects. So let's just get into the investment details of it. Why Orange Beach, Alabama? Orange Beach has 9 million visitors per year, and there's only 3 beachfront development sites left. So historically, Orange Beach has appreciated by about 9.7 annually over the last 20 years, beating out many market cycles. And it all has to do with the simple economics of limited supply and increasing demand. It's not speculation, it's just the simple math of what's happened over the last 20 years. So why pre-construction? The real money is not made buying finished condos. It's made buying before they're built. And I'll go through very specific numbers on how much people have made in the past using this type of wholesale strategy pre-construction. At the dirt phase, it's obviously the cheapest. Then when the foundation pours, the price goes up. The vertical permit goes into effect, the price increases. When the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing permit goes into effect, the price increases. And then obviously at the very end, when everybody can see the finished product at the certificate of occupancy, that's when it's at its highest value. You're buying, if you're an investor buying pre-construction, you're buying into the appreciation curve. So I'll give you a very tangible example of what just happened in the exact phase of where they're about to get CO. 3 years ago, Phoenix Key, they were selling around $750 a square foot. So if you put that on a 5-bed and 6-bath at 3,148 square feet, it sold for $2.361 million in 2023. And just in March, there was one that just sold last month at $1,126 a square foot, making it a $3.5 million sale that garnered a $1.184 million profit. That's not luck. It's positioning in a proven market where the forces of supply and demand are causing prices to accelerate. Now, there's a famous saying, you might look at that and think, dang it, I missed that opportunity. The best time to plant an orange tree was 7 years ago. The second best time is today. So today's opportunity is Karib Seaside. And I'll play you the short clip of the vision that we have and the architectural plans. And I'll play you exactly why this is going to be the best crown jewel project of condos in Orange Beach.
There are places you visit, and then there are places that just feel right. The moment you pull in, something shifts. The air, the light, the pace of everything. This is one of those places. This is Karib Seaside, right on the water in Orange Beach, Alabama, one of the best stretches of coastline on the Gulf. Step outside and you got everything you need. The main cool level is made for long, easy days. Grab a chair, order a drink, and let the afternoon go wherever it wants. When you're ready to slow down even more, the lazy river wraps all the way around with a riverside bar and amazing views. If you're bringing the family, this is the part they'll talk about on the drive home. The indoor pool has a waterfall for the kids, a water slide, and a hot tub, all inside, so rain or shine doesn't factor in. And then there's the rooftop, highest infinity pool in the area, adults only. The Gulf is right in front of you, the city's below, and there's nowhere else you need to be. There's a full bar, hot tub, and plenty of room to spread out. These are the evenings that stretch on longer than you planned. Inside, you've got real space. 3 or 5 bedroom condominiums built with the kind of finishes that don't need explaining. Big windows, open layouts, a kitchen and dining room that actually works for a family dinner. You wake up to the Gulf, you step onto the balcony. It's yours. Karib Seaside, Orange Beach, Alabama. Ownership opportunities are available now. Come see what's waiting for you.
Okay, just to explain what sets us apart from all the other projects there. This is going to be the crown jewel of Orange Beach. It's going to be the tallest building. It's going to be the first thing you see when you drive into Orange Beach. It'll be the only one with a rooftop pool bar. It will have a lazy river with a swim-up bar, an indoor and outdoor pool and playground for the kids. The indoor pool has an indoor waterfall, luxury finishes in the rooms with massive balconies, private hot tubs on every balcony, and an outdoor grill. If you're investing for appreciation as an investor, you want the most desirable product on the market, because the more people that want that product, the higher the price goes, because when it's done, everybody's going to want a condo in this building. So let's look at the numbers on a 3-bed and a 5-bed. We've got 2 3-bed options at Karib, and we've got 1 5-bed option at the Karib on the corners. So at the current founders round, where we're currently selling is $950 a square foot. That's $1.976 million on a 3-bed condo. The next phase that we're going to move into very quickly is over $1,000 a square foot, where it'll be about $2,081,000. Now, there is a current other project that is selling at the same phase that we're in, that's currently selling at $1,066 a square foot. After we're finished our founders round, we're going to very quickly move up to that square footage. So very realistically, if you bought at $950 a square foot at 1.9, you are market justified turning around and selling that contract at $1,066, giving yourself about a $250,000 profit. That's what the current market comps are selling for. And we're projecting by the time this project is finished that we're going to be selling over $1,250 a square foot. That would be $2.6 million in about 3 years. That's over $600,000 profit just by getting in early. Now, the 5-bedroom, the numbers look a lot better because there's more square footage. So at $950 a square foot, it's about $3.5 million. The next phase at $1,000 a square foot, it's going to be $3.7 million, a $200,000 increase. At the current comps of $1,066 a square foot, that one that's currently selling down the road, it would be valued at $3.9 million. Literally, you could buy the contract, then turn around and sell the contract and be market justified to sell it for $400,000 more than what you get it under contract for. It's projected 3-year completion at $1,250 a square foot, giving you a potential $1 million in projected upside just by buying in early. Again, the process is people are buying the contracts pre-construction through an option, and then at any time throughout the project, the contracts are assignable so they could sell the contracts to somebody else who wants to buy it at the next phase. And that's what's been done in Orange Beach for the past 10 years or so. The founder round opportunity that we have with Karib Seaside, we started last week with 10 that we were sell at $950 a square foot. This week we have 5 left, so they're already selling. Once they're gone, the price will raise over $1,000 a square foot, and it will continue to increase as we move through the phases. Just to give you an idea of the market position, Phoenix Key back in March sold for $1,126 a square foot. Another one in April for $1,014 a square foot. Phoenix South Point, $1,005 a square foot. And there's another one in Perdido that sold for $1,023 a square foot. So right now, the $950 a square foot that we're offering in this founders round is already a great value for what's currently being sold. Now, there's a lot of ways that investors are purchasing these, and I'll give you some of the most common ways. Obviously, cash is the easiest thing for a lot of them that have that kind of net worth. But a lot of people have their money, they think, locked up in their 401k or their IRA. There's actually something called a self-directed retirement account. We recommend EQRP or equity trust fund, where it literally gives you checkbook access to your retirement account. If you feel like this is a good investment for you, it's worth it to diversify your investments past stocks and bonds, get into real estate, and you can self-direct some of your retirement accounts into purchasing one of these. If you don't want to self-direct, if you're happy with your current holdings, there's something called an SBLOC. There's a lot of banks that do this: Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Chase, UBS, Citi, Northern Trust, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, First Republic. Give you an example. One of our investors took out a line of credit that was backed against his stock portfolio, and he took out that line of credit at 4.5%. And he did that because he wanted to continue to hold his stocks while he purchased the real estate and let that appreciate with the pre-construction deal. The next way that we're getting a lot of purchasers is through a 1031 exchange and reverse 1031 exchange. The 1031 exchange is if you've already sold investment property and you need a place to put that. We're getting a lot of people that are doing that at Karib Seaside. But a lot of people are also doing a really cool trick that you can do in Orange Beach called a reverse 1031 exchange, whereby you purchase Karib now, but you don't sell your investment property yet. You continue to make the rental income on it. You continue using it. And then once Karib is ready to be occupied at the certificate of occupancy, then they'll sell their other property and funnel it into a reverse 1031 exchange so they don't have to pay taxes on it. And then there's bridge and lending options available. By the way, we've got an entire other training on the reverse 1031 exchange. If you're interested, talk to your rep and he can give you that information. The way that these are structured is there's a all cash offer. Obviously, we offer some incentives for all cash. And then we've got another way that you could purchase it with a 40-30-30 plan, meaning you put 40% up at contract, 30% at vertical construction, and 30% at MEP permit. So as an example, on the 3-bed coastal that's going for 1.9 right now, if you get that under contract with the 40-30-30, only $790,000 is owed now. Once we get the vertical permit, then another $593,000, and then another one at the MEP is $593,000. It's a way to structure the payments according to the phases that the project is in. And again, there's incentives for all cash as well. So how do you lock it up under contract? It's really easy. Go to karibseaside.com, book a call with the sales consultant, take a virtual tour. We can actually show you your view from the balcony of a specific condo unit with the virtual tour. That's really neat. You can completely virtual walk through every single room, the kitchens, the bathrooms, the amenities. So you could take that virtual tour, select your unit, and then lock it up under contract. Once you have that under contract, that contract is assignable. So as it appreciates, if you want to sell that contract, you could sell it to somebody else. So what we're doing is we're hosting a series of private founders round dinners with me, the developer, and my partner. And this is really for qualified buyers only. So if you do qualify and you're interested in purchasing one and you just want to have a conversation, we do have, for this month, we are having a series of founders round dinners. And of course, if you talk to your sales rep and you qualify, we would love to invite you to have dinner with us. So thanks for taking a look at this opportunity as an investment. Opportunities like this don't stay open long. The people who move early are the ones who benefit the most. But thanks for taking a look, and hopefully this project will benefit you and your family. God bless.